Well, hello everybody. With this possibly the world's longest shitpost because we are down a man, and it's just going to be Dennis and I talking about Yu-Gi-Oh cards because that's not an original idea, but it's possibly quite fun.
Okay, so it's actually bear as in like the animal spelling with me.
And I did also just ask Dennis how to spell a specific phrase, which, frankly, I don't understand why. So,
So
are we ready to start, Dennis?
I am
And we'll start,
Niels.
of course, with the chattest boy of the Elemental Heroes, because we're just doing Elemental Heroes today because, I mean, Dennis and I watched GX when we were kids, and that's the one that means anything to us. And
Well, I thought this is Guyver.
there's our first point. Of course, the chattest of the Elemental Heroes, who basically isn't an Elemental Hero, Elemental Hero Neos, who is just a, like, kid-friendly reference to Guyver, which is an anime and manga which will never finish because of several unfortunate events. And also, there's an ad playing on my royalty free music.
That is pretty bad.
Anyway, as I was
Pretty
saying.
ad.
So, what do you think of Neos, Dennis? I
I
mean,
always liked this design because of the Guyver like look. I think Guyver has a really good
I feel
um
generally because of obviously just a different
design.
style, Guyver was like a lot thinner, whereas this is what if Guyver but muscles, more muscles.
Yeah, I really like it. I also like the colors. I think the silver white, but the accents of red and blue, little bits all over it look really good.
Hey Dennis, do you know why you like that color scheme?
I know.
It's just the hero color scheme that is used in everything.
Oh, that
Gundam
was the
did it.
first flag.
Gundam did it. America did it. France did it. England did it. It's just
Russia
notated.
did it.
Russia did it. It's just the all international good guy idea. Those are the good colors, but separate them and no, 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 no.
Bad. I still really like everything about it.
Yeah, and
It's pretty cool.
although I will say, obviously Neos' gimmick being contact fusion doesn't actually make sense for the Guyver reference because the Guyver doesn't do anything like that, but a different character in Guyver did that, who was a villain.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, there was one of the main, like, not exactly good guy characters, but a recurring character in Guyver had the power of what Neos does more so than any of the Guyvers themselves.
So Neos is actually just borrowing the design.
Borrowing the
Okay.
design, but borrowing the powers of a different character. Because, fuck, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! And they can do what they want.
Yes.
So now let's move on to the Elemental Heroes proper, because, first of all, does the name even actually apply to Neos? What element is he?
Hero.
He is, like, he's a light attribute, but Neos doesn't imply anything to do with light.
Well, sounds cool.
He does, yes. I also imagine that he can't actually, like, curl his elbows properly with those, like, the bits around them. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like the least limber man. Alright, and now,
Does he actually do anything with those parts? Because for Guyver, it's like blades or whatever,
yeah,
right?
with the Guyver it's blades, whereas Neos is just, he just has spikes. I always thought his head was a little too small, though. Excellent.
Um, Shut up.
Alright, and on to the first of the Elemental Heroes proper, where we have Sparkman, who I always felt was a reference to Spider-Man out of any of them. I feel
Just because of man.
well, no, I mean like Wingman, Clayman. They all the first four have all of the first three male ones have man. Many of them had man. Neos man,
Guyver man.
Guyver man. But I mean, out of the first four, I feel Sparkman got the best design.
I think so too. I don't know. Little helmets or visor, whatever it is.
Glass, just a glass. He's Mysterio. Of course, he's Spider-Man. He's Mysterio. Not to mention, he has. This is the early onset of Konami's Konami orbs. As you can already see, how many are visible on Sparkman here? One, two, three, four. 5, 6 visible Konami orbs on Sparkman already. 7 actually on his foot.
I also like the backpack
Yeah,
thing
just
with
the
things
wings,
coming out.
which you can see them
Yeah.
better in his second art, which is Sparkman when controlled by the Supreme King. So this is kind of more evil Sparkman, which the contrast here is much better.
All right, let's see.
I don't think he's actually got a black color change, but because of the way the art is, it looks black and gold, which is just a perfect combination.
Yeah, I still prefer the blue, but I see what you mean.
And then, of course, I mean, he's showing off his Konami orb still, but now you get a better look at the backpack, which is just what I imagine are radiators of some sort, because that's a electronics thing. Although he does have just random design on it.
Looks cool.
Of course, he looks cool. He's Sparkman, and now we have the most forgotten of the original 4, Clayman.
I actually like Clayman.
I
but
love Clayman.
I have a soft spot for him because of his defense. And I don't know what it is, but I just like the way he's so big, but it's like red head. It's like tiny.
Tiny little redhead. But I mean, like, he's such a perfect one, but he's the one who gets the least attention and has the worst fusions.
Yeah, he does.
The only good fusion he has is Spark Giant and Lightning Golem. What would a John Elemental Hero be? It's just Clayman. Clayman, but with problematic opinions. Okay, let's scroll down here so I'm able to.
I don't have much to say about Clayman. Just I like his design.
It does say he is actually built out of clay, so maybe that's why he gets so little actual respect, because clay's not the sturdiest of material.
Suppose so.
Although I don't like how long his fingers are actually. It's like, do you ever have that thing where it's like something's big but it's got thin fingers?
I swear I had an example of this recently. Now that I think about it, I don't know.
Also, his feet. He could just get a job like leveling ground with those feet.
They're Gundam feet.
They're Gundam feet, but like he has master grade Gundam feet on his high grade body.
Is this what's that called?
This is the true Gundam ground type.
Yeah, probably. Clay type.
Exactly. Alright, and now onto the air quotes first / only female elemental hero, Burstinatrix. This is the uncensored art because this is an adult stream. If you're too young, get out of here.
Oh, I better go.
And so here we. Okay, yeah.
Because I grew up with the censored art, but I don't like it. I don't like.
I mean, I don't particularly care. Like, it's not. It's just people do art the way they want. But actually, speaking of which, you didn't mention. Did you feel Clayman's a reference to anybody in particular other than the Thing?
Besides the Thing, no, not really.
So what about Burstinatrix? Just because of the head thing, I kind of get a Wonder Woman.
Well, only woman.
It's no, Dennis. First woman. The first elemental hero woman. It says it right there in the description. Any actual words for her design, or is she just kind of fire lady?
I don't like her uncensored design. I think it just kind of looks dumb. It's just kind of.
Why is her hair going grey?
Shut up.
She's turning her own hair to ash with her stupid powers. Alright, well, if you didn't like that uncensored art, here's her dark version. Because Clayman didn't get a dark version, even though he had one in the anime, but they never printed it in real life.
Aw, poor Clayman.
And here's Burstinatrix's dark version, where it's just. I didn't know she has armor stuff on her knees. Hang on, let's go back to you. It doesn't
I
even.
thought they were like
Yeah, she does.
just boots.
Well, there you go. There's
But
her dark
that's just
version.
her, but facing the viewer.
Yes, but the lighting, Dennis, is more moody.
Yeah, but like
Why is my royalty-free music stopped?
since Clayman is a golem, is his treatment anti?
History of anti-Semitism. Oh no. Oh no, and him being a reference to the thing! Ah!
Ah.
No! Alex, how could you do this? Oh. Well, let's get to our counterpart now. Elemental hero Avian, who is very over-designed for a very weak monster.
I don't mind his design, but I don't like his claw on
The one
his
claw?
wrist.
Yeah, the one claw that's very...
If the other hand had the claw, or there was no claw, that'd be fine. But like,
I've always been bothered by his, like, the hair. I can't say hair, it's feathers, but, like, the headdress thing he has. Just the shape of it bothers me. I don't know why. It reminds me of, like, a Pope hat. But on a superhero.
I only see it now, really.
And also, my question is he naked?
Aren't they all?
Well, Clayman is. But I just have to wonder how much of that is a costume and how much of it is his body. Because, I mean, you can see the muscles on his body there.
Shut up.
Do elemental heroes just not have junk? I also say that his white feathers kind of goes against the design, I think.
Really?
Yeah, they're just glaring compared to the rest of it. Well, and still on elemental hero Avian, here is his dark version, because he did get it, where he appears to have gotten a very dark suntan.
They just used a filter just to make it darker.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is lighting. They are showing off, like, the sharpness of his claws better now, though. Because obviously this is the evil version.
Version is just, let's put a different background and no Clayman.
Yeah, who needs the dark version of Clayman? Clayman isn't even actually good. Not to mention,
Hey, listen.
the best Clayman fusion is his dark version.
Wait, what?
Lightning Golem, which we'll get to, is the best fusion involving Clayman. And it's the evil one.
That's kind of cringe.
Yet they didn't give us the evil Clayman. We will campaign for the right to have the dark Clayman printed. But anyway, here's Avian showing off his muscles yet more. With his no, it's more like a 4-pack. He's got a 4-pack of beer in his stomach. With his bird feet.
Ew.
Anything revealed from this that you feel you didn't notice before, Dennis? Other than his crotch.
Shoulder pads, I guess.
Oh yeah, I thought the shoulder pads had spikes on them, whereas it looks like that's just where the wings come out of. And by the way, I can't get my mouse to show, so. Alright, next. We have what a very mistaken choice by Konami. Neos Wiseman, which isn't actually an elemental hero, but fuck it. This, of course, is in the anime a fusion between Neos and Yubel.
Oh.
Whereas
Looks like the worst of both worlds.
Whereas for balance sakes, speaking of worst of both worlds, there's a better version that looks better as well. But
I like the background with Yubel and Neos, but I think the actual monster doesn't look that good.
yeah,
It's like Neos got a headpiece that has wings on it, and it was like an armor, and you just put it over him.
yeah, exactly. And this is just the
James, what about Bubbleman?
We'll get to. I said the original 4. Bubbleman wasn't in the original 4. He was added later.
Elemental Hero Stratos OP.
But yes, of course. But we're not here for meta. We're not here for meta judgments. We're here for the design. Where fucking Wiseman is just, It's a bit too
don't
much.
like it.
I feel out of every fusion involving Neos, there's too much Neos there.
Really? Here, I think there's not enough Neos, but it looks like Neos
In a
is
costume.
trying to be Yubel. In a costume.
Rather than Neos actually fuse with Yubel, it looks like Neos is wearing a costume on top of himself.
Look, I'm Yubel now.
And also the giant red eye is, when you see how it properly looks in the anime, it just doesn't look good. But that is all for this not actually technically an elemental hero monster. So let's move on to what I feel was quite an underused one in the anime. Elemental Hero Blade Edge, which is just
Uh,
Big Golden Boy, who I
I
feel
actually
is
really like
references.
this one.
Yeah.
Is this the one that can like attack defensive monsters?
Yes, it's
This is actually Guyver.
piercing
He
damage
has
to
the
the monster.
blade on the forearm.
This is actually wait. If Neos is Guyver, this is Guyver Gigantic because he's like twice the size.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's basically how it kind of works. If that's the case, if he is
What's the
it.
difference between Guyver 1, 2, and 3? Anyway?
Actually, looking at Blade Edge's legs now, he is actually a reference to Guyver. I didn't even realize.
Oh, I just said because of the blade arms. And,
No.
like just the head, not the head shape being like Guyver, but just like something you'd seen Guyver.
Yeah.
But
He kind of looks. He is very much like a Guyver Gigantic because Guyver Gigantic was a yellow color.
oh, I see.
But
But this one's gold.
yes, this is Blade
I actually
Edge.
really like this one. I have a soft spot for monsters that can pierce through defenses.
Well, you must love the ancient gear archetype, Dennis.
I never heard of it. Oh wait, no. Now I remember it. I think.
Yeah, this was the boss monster before Jaden. Well, this was the boss monster whenever a fusion monster didn't work. Because this is just a flat out tribute. Level
I
7.
see.
Level 7, 2,600. Stronger than the Dark Magician.
Ooh.
Alright, and now a fusion that was probably never seen by most people in the West because it was only in Season 4. Elemental Hero Honest Neos, which is the fusion of Neos and the angel monster Honest because anime
What?
did it.
That's just Neos with wings.
Yes, exactly.
I like.
It's
Neos.
just it's literally
I
the
think
wings
the
of
wings
Honest on Neos.
Sort of suit him in a strange way. But
They didn't
that's
even,
not anything special. That's just Neos went to the costume shop, traded in his Yubel costume for wings.
and also I'll show you Honest here now. The wings on Honest Neos here are actually just Honest's wings taken off. Like it's just those wings on Neos.
Oh wow.
Okay, well, let's scroll back down now. That's... I mean, its effect is actually good because Honest is a very good card. But, well now, we're off of anime cards and onto a manga card for one card because of how these are ordered. So next is a card that was probably not seen by anyone. Elemental Hero Poison Rose. Level 6, 1900 attack. Fucking hell. Not very good, I don't think. So what do you think of the plant lady, Dennis? With her... It's hard to tell what's actually plants and what's supposed to be clothes. Dennis?
Discord just froze for me.
Yeah, even at launch, Neos was weaker. Yeah, but he's not supposed to be strong himself. Well, here's our first manga monster, Dennis. This is Elemental Hero Poison Rose. What do you think?
Trying to.
Is everything frozen?
Yeah.
Well, this is a shitpost stream, so who cares? We'll take it. We'll take it as it comes.
I'm trying to scroll up, but it scrolls up the chat instead.
But if you click over away from the chat into the main body, you should be able to start scrolling there. What's Poison Ivy? Yeah, this is... Yeah, it's Poison Ivy, but a hero. I will say, I do like that they actually managed to include plant paraphernalia that isn't just leaves and flowers with the these little these things up here. Still not looked at it. Denny? Denny boy? Talk to me. Well, this is quite the eventful stream already. But Poison Rose, in my opinion, isn't much, so we might as well move on, and hopefully Dennis will manage to rejoin us for a more impressive hero. Like Elemental Hero Necro Shade, that is... It's just... what's his name? The guy who made Spawn. It's his design philosophy all over, and I like it. Oof, coming with the scathing remarks there, Alex. I like Necrochet, and I mean it's. Oh, there goes Dennis. Hopefully he'll be back. I like the bone. I like the bones. The bones and the what did he remind me of? I think it reminds me of a Spider-Man costume that existed once. Well, it's actually a useful card. I mean, it's yeah. It lets you get any elemental hero without tributing once it's in the graveyard. Don't you understand? You can get Blade Edge out of the graveyard with this guy. Out. If you actually set up combos rather than just just playing as everybody did in the schoolyard, not understanding the rules. Still no sign of Dennis. Hang on a minute. Let's see if I can get him back. Okay. And in the meantime, enjoy the royalty-free music. Free music. I mean, yeah, Miracle Fusion something out better, but I mean, depending on your end goal. It seems Dennis's Discord is closed and won't open again. Well, he may be joining us yet. We'll go back over these things that Dennis has missed once he's back. So next we have Captain Gold, which I just recently learned might be a reference to a very... Oh, yeah, he's back already. Never mind. Let's go back then. Welcome back, Dennis. Oh, he's gone again. As I was... Oh, he's back again? Are you... Nope, he's gone again. How the hell is this happening? Am I going to be able to talk about Captain Gold? I think, learn that Captain Gold is a reference to a very old animated superhero. Oh, Dennis?
I'm just gonna use my phone.
Oh, thank God you're back anyway. So,
What did I miss?
we went over a couple, but I'll get your opinions on them for now. First was the first manga card here, Poison Rose.
What the hell is this?
This is one of the generic elemental heroes because the manga archetype was actually much more consistent than the anime version.
I don't know what to say. It's weird petals, but there's also...
Stamp it. She has plant dicks on her head. Exactly.
What's this one?
Huh?
The gold one.
Oh
Standing.
yeah. Hang on, that's from before. Let's go back over to Necroshade. I presume you have opinions on Necroshade, given that he did appear in the anime.
I don't know what it is. I know he's somewhat a good card or something like that, but I don't like him all that much.
You don't like the I still can't remember his name. What the fuck? The guy who made Spawn. I can't remember his name.
Todd McFarlane.
He's very McFarlane-esque. Because,
yeah, I don't like McFarlane's arts and his huge shoulders.
Which get worse / better depending on how you look at it with his evil version, which is actually a different monster rather than art.
Ah, okay.
Anyway, Captain Gold, whose entire purpose was to get the field spell Skyscraper. As you can see, he's standing on top of it. Which...
A little generic, but
I was going to say, I think Captain Gold might be a reference to a very... and I do mean very old Japanese superhero who was just the Golden Skull, who was just a gold guy with a skull for a face and a giant red cape. And he just laughed maniacally as he beats up villains. But I feel like Captain Gold might be a reference to that. And I don't like that it looks like he's wearing shorts. What?
Yeah.
He's wearing like he's wearing like exercise shorts with his little water bottle. He's going out for a jog on top of the skyscrapers.
If you didn't say that, I would have said it's alright, but now I'm not so sure.
Well, we're not just here for critique. We're here to just look at these very odd decisions. Alright, well, now we're into more Neo support with Elemental Hero, Neos alias. It's Neos, boy! What if Neos but child?
Oh yeah, this one. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's
Just Neos but small.
What if Neos was smaller? I don't like his shoes.
Neither do I.
They just. It has a. Like. Neos has that, for lack of a better term, edge that makes him look cool. This is like trying to look cool, like a child does, and failing.
I guess it fits.
Yes. But here's the question: is this Neos as a child, or is this just another of Neos's people that is a child?
Wait, there's a race of Neos?
We don't know. No, Neos didn't have a kid with Jaden. Doesn't work like that. Anyway.
Jaden is the kid anyway.
Now, we're on to the aforementioned OP, Elemental Hero Stratos, who is from the manga, I believe. I feel like he's a health and safety hazard to himself with those blades.
I think besides the weird propeller things on his back, I like his design. I don't know if the blue and the silver really go together, but
it's quite simple, but like simple good. Simple makes for good sometimes.
Simple good, over designed bad.
Oh, Alex says Neo's Batman and Orphan. That's what Alias is.
Oh my god.
Alright, well, I mean, they're very bad with backgrounds for most of these elemental heroes, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
It's just effects. And you'll see they're even worse when it comes to spells, because it's just the effect on the spells. And now for the most relevant elemental hero to ever exist in every single deck. Elemental hero...
dolphin looking one.
No. Elemental hero Prisma. Crystal Boy, but the reason he's important is because he could just copy the name of anything for a fusion material. That doesn't even have to be a hero.
Oh yeah.
In fact, yeah.
I like this one, but I feel like the silhouette is imitating something, but I don't know what it is.
Do you know what it is, Dennis?
What is it?
It's Gundam Wing. It's specifically the Gundam Epion.
Well, I prefer the crystal and the colors over that
Exactly.
piece of edge shit.
But I mean, I feel for what Prisma is, it's a bit too good of a design. Like it's.
Yeah.
Prisma exists to be thrown away for something better. The design's a bit too good for that.
Isn't there like a blob thing that Jaden uses?
Oh, we'll get if we get through all the elemental heroes quite quickly, which we're already a half an hour in, I might add. We might go to the Neo stations. And now,
because I feel like that one would be a better transforms into the elemental hero you want.
Now we have elemental hero Heat. Do you remember him? I don't think so. He was in the anime for one episode, I think.
I don't recognize this.
I
don't like the.
Yeah, he's a loincloth.
Mustard yellow.
I just realized.
I think it was orange or something. Light orange might be better, but I don't think the mustard yellow goes with the silver and the red.
What's going on with his face? Something looks off in his face. So do you think this might be kind of a little bit Firestorm?
I suppose, because of the colors, but...
The colors, the headpiece kind of gives me a little bit. It obviously looks nothing like it, but I don't know.
Headpiece looks like Neos, but fire.
Yeah, this is just Neos' fire friend. And now for literally Conan the Barbarian, elemental hero Wildheart, with Jesus Christ, his eyebrows. Look at that's Super Saiyan 3 times 10.
Jeez. Uh, I don't like him. He looks.
He's what's that other comic artist? The one who had like the huge chest on Captain America.
Rob Liefeld.
he's a Liefeld creation.
Yeah, look at his waist.
His waist, his chest, his shoulders, his biceps.
The shoulder on the right looks bigger than his head.
Yeah, it is bigger than his head. And his neck, his trapezoid, is that the name of the back muscle? Look at just
I have no idea.
His neck is a triangle. I love
His
him.
arm, like, you see his arm there. It looks really short.
And look at the arm that's going away looks like he's the Charger from Left 4 Dead. One big arm, one tiny arm.
I don't like it. I know there's a fusion with him in Blade Edge, but I don't remember.
The Blade Edge fusion has better proportions. Alright, well, we're back to another manga card with Elemental Hero Ocean. Fishman. Not much to complain about here. He's a good looking fishman.
Ooh. It's like if the dolphin one had a good design.
Exactly. It's like if the dolphin one wasn't entirely a furry.
I like it. I think the fin on his head is a little ridiculous, but other than that, it's good.
There's been worse head things. And here is a pair of Elemental Hero monsters. First, Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier. He's Bubbleman.exe from... No, he's Bubbleman.exe crossed with Megaman.exe from Mega Man Battle Network.
Yeah, he does look like it.
Like, he looks like Wow, he actually looks way too much like Mega Man EXE now that I think about it. It looks like a Mega Man EXE cross fusion thing. Have we just stumbled upon Konami being bad at designing things?
I think Mega Man.exe has a good design. I don't know if this one really suits Bubbleman, but I still think it's a good design, even if the
shoulder...
like the shoulder thing kind of looks...
No, we talk about Bubbleman from Mega Man, not Bubbleman from the Elemental Heroes. Well,
I like it, but I feel like I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Also, where's Lady Heat?
Well, she's after these two. But first, we have Liquid Soldier's counterpart, Solid Soldier. We were born from the same cursed genes. You got all the dominant genes, while I got all the recessive ones.
Infinite ammo.
Here we have Solid Soldier, who I feel is a somewhat better design.
I agree, but I don't think the purple suits him.
It's kind of like a reddy brown. Oh, actually, the color rating on our screens might be different. That might be why. But
that might be it.
He looks a lot more tokusatsu, which is Power Rangers, where Power Rangers came from. Whereas Liquid Soldier is super.
I like the shield bits on his left arm, but on the right, I don't like how you can actually see like the gap.
You don't like being able to know that it's hollow inside?
Yeah, basically. Alex says he looks purple, so you're wrong.
I guess my color grading's the one that's off. Well, there's the one you're asking for, Alex. Here is Lady Heat. Is woman with one stocking? Because... Hang on a minute, do all of the male heroes have symmetrical designs, or all the female ones have asymmetrical?
She's pretty hot.
Symmetrical.
I'm so smart.
Her and Burstinatrix both have asymmetrical designs. I don't know. But she's got good hair. She has very Yu-Gi-Oh hair, actually, which is rare for the monsters themselves to have.
I think it's a alright design, but I don't know why I would say that.
Wait till you see her fused form with her male counterpart. But before that, we have their counterpart, either in the anime or manga, depending on which one's in which. Elemental Hero Blazeman, who is actually a Kamen Rider. And he's also just caught you with his sister.
I don't like the silver part at his abdomen area, but
it does look like a rest. He has lots of crystal bits. Actually, I think he might be a bit of an Iron Spider reference. Look at those things behind him. I like the plain dome face.
Same.
It works with the fire. And now we have a copyright waiting to happen. Elemental Hero Flash. He's a bit simple. Actually, what he reminds me of, the fucking digital ghost from Scooby Doo. That's what he
reminds me of Earth 3 Flash, Johnny Quick or something.
Johnny. Oh, yeah, I remember. He died in the movie. He actually reminds me of Booster Gold as well. With like the chest brace. This is.
Is that a scarf?
I think it's.
Or is
scarf.
that like
steam? I think it's supposed to be a scarf.
Ah, okay.
He also barely has a left leg. You can just barely see the foot peek out behind it.
Yeah. It's alright design, but I think it's a bit too simple.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Maybe it's because he's actually covering up.
Yeah, he's scrunched up. Not a very dynamic pose on him. And now we have the best of the manga, heroes, Woodsman. Not Woodman, Woodsman.
Woodsman?
Woodsman.
Woodsman. Oh.
First of all, he looks like a Hulk villain.
He looks like if Marvel made Swamp Thing a villain, but they couldn't use Man Thing.
It looks like if Marvel made Swamp Thing, but didn't just copy Swamp Thing.
Actually, yeah, you're right. I don't like the asymmetrical design all that much.
I feel this kind of asymmetrical design's alright, because it is just human half, not human half.
I suppose it's a good idea, but maybe I like the wood part and then a human part, but I don't like this.
Yeah, that's just you just gesture to
if
all
that's
of
the
me.
woods part, that's the Mun part.
The Woodsman. Well, I mean, I like Woodman. It's a shame he doesn't actually. I think out of all of the manga heroes, his design doesn't follow into any of the fusions.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
Whereas
felt
now,
like he had potential.
well, now we have the electric manga hero, Voltic, who's just going all in on everything. I once caught a fish this big.
I feel like his shoulders and
The neck brace. Kind of looks like a neck brace.
bulgy it looks.
Yeah.
I like the rest of the design, but
it's a design I feel looked great in this single picture, but if you were to ever see it move, it wouldn't look good.
yeah.
Also, what's with half these heroes having loincloths?
Yeah.
Also, he's got very pointy shoes. Size 24? Yeah? Alright, and another one Alex mentioned earlier is yet another female, Shadow Mist.
Shadow Mist.
Which is an elemental hero that is very much built for masked hero stuff, but is still an elemental
Oh,
hero.
this one.
Yeah.
Quite skinny.
I feel I've seen this exact design somewhere before.
I feel like I have too, but I'm probably just gonna say Yukio GX.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this was a manga card, so
Uh,
it is a very.
I like the way her hair is like blue and it's flowing.
Yeah, actually, the movement that her hair implies is like she was just facing away and then spun around, like because of all the mist in the hair. She just turned around saying, "Were you talking trash?" All right, and now we're back with another Neos child, Neos Space Connector. This is Franklin Richards, but Neos. That's the implication I get with him exploding a star in his hand.
Oh, I don't like his toad hat.
It's Toad Hat, yeah. And don't worry, there's an adult version of this one.
I don't like it. How about we make small Neos even smaller?
Make him even smaller and cover up the spike.
He looks like a muscly baby.
Well, here we are now with a long gender swapped. I mean they're kind of androgynous. They don't really have a. Okay, well now we have the one everybody was waiting for, Brave and the Bold Batman. I mean Bubbleman. Because
He is Brave and the Bold
like
Batman.
this is a costume Brave and the Bold Batman or 60s Batman would wear, just flat out.
Definitely.
Which I mean, he's the perfect hero. It's-
What was his ability again? I always remember.
If this card
something,
is
but-
if this is the only card in your hand, special summon it. And when it's special summoned, you draw
Cyber
two.
Dragon.
When it's no in your hand, not on the not when you have an empty field. It's when you only this in your hand.
Whoa, really?
You do get to draw
Okay,
two
that's-
cards after you special summon it, though. So it is
okay.
it is kind of a limited pot of greed. Oh wait, hang on. No, it
Okay.
does say you must control no other cards and have no cards in your hand to activate this effect. Never mind.
That's okay. That's not good. If they tweaked it a little bit, that'd be good. I like
Exactly.
him, but he looks short.
Well, I suppose when you compare Batman to most other heroes, he would kind of appear less just because he's human. This is a man with tools rather than powers.
I suppose so,
That's-
but like, I love his. Of it on his helmet, he has like the parts that are dark blue that looks like the eyes and a smile.
And it's also very clearly Batman.
Yeah.
And speaking of very clearly Batman, is Batman Beyond with Neo Bubbleman, which it's actually mostly the same costume, with just like fish fins. Which I don't. The fish fins don't seem thematically appropriate.
He has the he has the N on his belt like Wumbo.
I am Wombo Bubbleman.
I don't mind the fish fins on like his backpack and his like helmet, but
Just
on
the big wing
the
ones.
weapon,
The weapon and the other
I don't-
glove.
it-
You can see it just there, the other glove.
I think if it's on the glove, it'll be fine. But I can't tell if that's on the gun or
That
it's
is
like
I think that is on the gun because the gun's in place of where that would be on that glove.
well, no, I don't think it looks.
It does actually. The gun's a fish. I just realized it's got an eye. It's got a mouth. It's got tail fins. It's
Ugh.
supposed to look like a fish.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's mostly still the same design. It's just got a.
Yeah.
This is the action figure accessories that you buy separate to your Bubbleman to make it into Neo Bubbleman.
Okay, you got me there.
And now for not like just literally not an elemental hero card, Rottweiler, but it's only mentioned because it has the keyword elemental hero in its description. This is Robot Dog. Which,
As much as I like robot designs, I don't really like robot dog designs, and I think this one kind of looks silly. I do like the visor, but that's more because it reminds me of Sparkman rather than actually looking good.
also, most of this thing's design, if like you just imagine this as silver, it's a Cyber Dragon design.
Oh, you're right.
like this is a shape that you see all like this kind of like 3D hexagonal thing that it has like for its main body. That's Cyber Dragon up to hell. And this head, like basically, if you just took the top half of it, it's a Cyber Dragon made it silver.
Wow, it's pretty. I'm not a fan of this one.
And now we're actually only two left in the normal monsters. And now we have Elemental Hero Ice Edge, who wants you to
Ice Age?
give him your knees. No, Ice Edge.
Ice Age. What the hell? That looks like a Mega Man Robot Master.
Again, it does, yes. Which, thankfully, this guy gets an upgraded form. Unlike Woodsman, this guy gets an upgraded fusion form.
If his eyes were smaller, and maybe had like a Neos looking thing, I think it'll be
cover up
alright.
his face. Just cover up the face.
Yeah, that would.
It's actually take his head off, and he's one of the bosses from Mario Galaxy. He has Dragoon energy. All right, and now, why does this one exist? Elemental Hero Nopsy. Nopsy. This is a different archetype of monster that stumbled in and said, "I'm an elemental hero."
What the hell is that? That looks like. You know Dandelion from 5Ds?
No, Dandelion was in later GX. That was not Yusei, Jaden's card. Judai.
Really?
Yeah.
I just remember
It's essentially the
you
old.
say using it.
Did you say have it at some point? I don't know. But that's
I
this
remember
is
specifically like he had it.
this is how we end the regular heroes. It's all special. It's all extra deck monsters from here on.
This is
It's just plant person. Nothing about this is Howard. This is Howard. This is Howard the Duck.
if Ice Edge was Mega Man Robot Master, this is a Mega Man generic enemy.
This is a fan-made Mega Man Robot Master, where they don't actually follow the design philosophy. All right. Well, because of how these are organized, we're going right into at the top of all of the Elemental Hero fusions, with Elemental Hero Divine Neos. Just a bunch of gold and feathers. Don't you mean fusion deck? No, there's Link monsters in here. So what do you think of Divine Neos, Dennis? Is he doing a very good bodybuilder's pose?
He went back to the costume shop for a fifth time.
Which, would you believe, this monster debuted in the same duel as Wiseman?
Really?
Not only the same season or the same show, but the same duel.
Is this one like just better?
No, Wiseman came out last and won the duel.
Oh, good.
Because Yubel's more important than just Neos. This is also... Can I just mention the materials required for this guy? At a whopping 2,500 for a level 12. He must be fusion summoned using any 5 Neos, Neospace, Neospatian, or Hero monsters. But it must include 1 Neos, 1 Neospatian, and 1 Hero. So you need to be running both Elemental Heroes and Neospatians to actually do this. Which...
Bruh.
He looks quite good, actually, even for just Neos in a costume. But...
I think he could be better.
Yeah, could be better. This deserves a retrain. They gave Wiseman a retrain. Give Divine Neos a retrain. We're gonna skip the Neospatian fusions because, I mean, we'll look at them with the Neospatians that they're based on. And now, because it happened in the anime, Rainbow Neos. Oh my god, his feet! I never noticed. Look at his shoes.
Oh my god.
They're what? You put the ice skate blade on wrong. How?
I don't like this one.
I don't like how shiny
I want
his
to like
pecs
it,
are.
but I just...
It looks better in the anime. Like he's got a better proportions in the anime. He kind of like his shoulders droop down more rather than being up. And his face doesn't look like it's a bird. Actually, I never noticed that he still has the little Neo spike over here, which is just like, frankly, the Neo's big boss monsters are kind of shit. They're Elemental Hero boss monsters. Oh, don't worry, we're getting there, Alex. But first, we have the season 1 final boss monster of the Elemental Heroes, Electrum. That's actually Reverse Flash. Don't you think, Dennis?
I'm...
This is Rob Liefeld Reverse Flash.
Did it...
Oh, yeah. Is it delayed?
I don't know if it's showing, but showing the gold cape guy.
Gold Cape guy? No. This is a fusion monster.
Twitch, what are you doing?
Alex has apparently gotten through. Maybe refresh.
Yeah, might as well.
But here we see Electrum, who, if you just quickly look at him, he's fine. But the longer you look, the more weird things you see. Like, is this his fucking elbow? Like, is that actually because it blends into his fist? So is that are his elbows that pointy and angular?
All right, let's see.
And then his thighs.
What the hell? Oh. Oh, I don't like this one.
And these bubbles he calls abs. As I said, this is Rob Liefeld Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
He
it
has
is.
he has the things. Of course, this is a monster that is considered absolutely terrible because it's a fusion of 4 specific ones.
I don't like it.
What was his effect? Oh, he counts his 4 attributes at the same time and shuffle all banished cards into the deck, and it gains 300 for each monster your opponent controls that shares an attribute. It's not that great. But now we go from the top of the elemental heroes to a technical elemental hero in the form of Contrast Hero Chaos, who is in fact a masked hero, but also an elemental hero kind of. This is flat out a Kamen Rider reference.
Yeah, I still like it though.
And it's a modern Kamen Rider reference, not even an old one, because this is based on Kamen Rider Double, which obviously just had like a guy with 2 halves, which came out a lot more recently than any of the other references, I think.
Oh, a bit modern.
Exactly. I like it. It's not actually as bad as Double because there's more like common things between the 2 sides. It doesn't actually look
Yeah.
like it's 2 completely different halves.
I like it.
I like him, but he's got his little oh no, he's pointing. His pose is terrible. Alright,
Yeah.
let's skip all of the Neos. Alright, and now here we have the retrained Wiseman as it should have been, Neos Kluger. That just looks so much better. Still has the headwing thing though. You can't, like, it's still
Looks much better.
looks a bit like a beetle.
Yeah.
There's beetle aspects to it, but there's also actual like rather than just black spikes, there is actual like U-bell detail in here now, with like the muscle. And he also has the 2 different colored eyes rather than the one big fucking disgusting red eye. Red eyes,
I don't
black
know, man.
dragon. It's better.
I just kind of it's alright. Still Neo's wearing costume.
I feel it blends it a bit better, like around the chest stuff. Like the upper body blends in better. But
Yeah.
now we have this. This looks like fan art. Elemental Hero Core. Actually, no. He looks like a JoJo stand. He just does.
I can see where you're coming from.
Elemental Hero Core, who is He's just kind of
He reminds me of something with the red in the middle, but then like the
music stopped.
red lines.
Whoops, wrong. What? That's not how we're looking at. There we go. I had to get the royalty free. No, stop. Royalty free music playing. All right. Yeah, he has too many lines that don't actually finish.
Yeah.
Like there's the Tron line thing, but if you don't finish them, they just kind of look like tape.
Yeah.
He's been patched up with red duct tape. He's like an art contest winner. Yes. Oh, except this guy actually did show up in the manga. And he was like the boss monster for the first archetype. Now, a triple fusion.
Kid art contest.
We have Elemental Hero Avian, Sparkman, and Bubbleman fused into Elemental Hero Tempest. That feels like more...
I don't like this one.
I don't like it, but it feels more cohesive than at least Avian. It's an upgrade
Really,
to...
I feel like it's more disjointed and just kind of...
It's an upgrade to Avian, but a downgrade for the other 2.
Yeah. I suppose.
He still has the fucking claw, though. And instead gained a gun arm. But now to the Elemental Hero from the manga who literally destroyed the meta in his day that he came out. Great Tornado. Which, I like this design. The cape is cool.
Let's see. Ooh.
He
Yeah, I like it too.
He gives the aura of Master of Wind. That, like, just because he's got so much control over the single element, he can wreck you anyway.
Yeah. Is he hiding an arm or is it like
I don't fucking know. I never read the manga.
Okay. Okay.
Although he does have a bit of the fucking circles are a bit much.
Yeah.
And now the better proportioned Wild Edge. The proportions are a little bit better. A little bit. But where did all the like normal stainless steel blades come with the blade edge stuff?
Why is he wearing one piece of blade edge on his left arm and right leg?
And just his codpiece.
And his helmet.
And not to mention, where'd the bondage gear come from?
I don't like it.
It's like this is Mad Max Cyborg kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it's a design that feels like it's supposed to be kind of shit because it's put together. Which I guess, yeah, Blade Edge is supposed to be like, I guess, Iron Man with all of his tech, and then Wildheart is just, you know, a caveman. Or Conan, yeah. So it's like
Detective Conan.
put the high level technology with the barbarian, and
you
you're
get
not bad
a
cyborg.
person from present day.
No, you get this atrocity.
Uh,
Alex says he killed Blade Edge and salvaged what's left.
Jeez.
I mean, actually, that would explain why he's got all this tape around the horn. Like, it does, and he doesn't have the rest of it. That might explain it, actually. And now we have Elemental Hero Plasma Vice. Oh, his arms are a bit too big, but otherwise, he's not bad. This is specifically Sparkman and Blade Edge fused. So is this the true Iron Spider? Big hands.
His arms are huge.
I don't think his arms are actually huge. I think it's just there's so much on them. Like it looks like his arms seem normal enough for the proportions. It's just that he's got big things on them.
Maybe that's it, but...
And also I feel like the green isn't helping this design. Like the green on the design in the background.
I want to like it, but the arms really bother me.
Also his chest looks like a face.
Yeah.
He's Gurren Lagann. And now finally we get to, I think, the generic manga Fire Fusion. Nova Master. Who looks like he's about to show you a cool magic trick.
Oh, I actually quite like his design.
It's a shame because he's the worst of the generic Fire Fusions.
Oh, really?
Oh wait, no, I think he's the better one. It's the one that requires heat and lady heat is the worst one. But we'll get there.
I like this one. I like the way he has the cape as well.
He has the cape, he's got the... Yeah, it's just generally a good design. And now we have Elemental Hero The Shining. This is Holy Man. He's going to tell you about Red Rum because he really likes that movie. He also looks disappointed in your grades.
Yeah, he does.
You came home late again, and is that alcohol I smell? I mean, he's got...
I don't know.
The back halo thing's a bit overplayed in general.
I think he's a bit simple, but I still like it.
Yeah.
Especially with the reds on the, like, head.
Okay, because of how this is
Not
ordered...
sure about the red on the, like...
Okay, I'm going to skip ahead a bit so as we can actually look at Wingman and Phoenix Enforcer because their upgraded forms are actually what's next. So let's skip ahead a bit. Okay, here we have Elemental Hero Flame Wingman. The original. Just the original. Who I believe, stats-wise, is a counterpart maybe to Gaia? So what do you think about him?
I like his effect. I don't like his design.
I feel his design's kind of... There's good in there. But there's also just like, why even bother?
Yeah,
Also,
it looks too
his head,
disjointed and mismatched.
the silhouette of his head is the Green Goblin. First of all,
Uh, I
which
like the idea of having like a that
the
fire
dragon, the
breathing
dragon hand.
dragon on the arm, but like he has
Yeah.
one wing, he has a red tail, he he has spiky
Do you know what he is, Dennis?
clothes. What
He's
is
an
it?
SMT monster.
Really?
I feel like SMT could get away with doing this for one of
I
its
feel like
designs.
it would too.
But something I only somebody only mentioned in a video I watched recently that never occurred to me. Do you know why Jaden probably liked Wingman? Because he kind of has the same thing as Ubel going on.
What's that?
Both the male and female put together, because this is made of avian and Burstinatrix. The mix match parts. Like, he probably reminded Jaden of Ubel in a way.
Ah,
Because he even has the same muscle texture stuff.
I see.
Alright, what's this? Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix Enforcer was an alternate version of the Wingman. So here we have Phoenix Enforcer. Enforcer.
Is Phoenix Enforcer the one Aster Phoenix used?
Yes, this was his faker. Which, first of all, them muscles. There's just too many muscles.
I think
The general core of him is better, but all of his extremities kind of fuck up a bit.
yeah, I don't like the way his claws even
Huge.
worse.
Also on the different hand. It's on the wrong hand. Avian's claws and all of his fusion's claws are on the right. Or left, rather. I feel like he'd walk up to you in a bar and try hit on you. Just like he gives that impression because he looks like he's got the slick back hair.
Yeah.
And he's wearing a Guy Fieri shirt. I'm gonna bring you to Flavor Town. That's my field spell. Flavor Town gives me a 500 attack boost. Alright. When we look at... Yeah, let's look at the Evil Hero version while we're here. This is Evil Hero Inferno Wing, which is just the reverse
Is
idea.
Evil Hero its own archetype?
It is, but it's still reliant on elemental heroes. Like, in the same way Masked Hero can't work without elemental heroes, Evil Hero has the same thing.
Ah, okay.
So here we have Inferno Wing. Very obviously, it's just essentially the reversal of Flame Wingman.
I think besides the hands, it kind of looks better.
Notice that she has two hands. Like, I think those are her regular hands poking through the fur, and then she has the big claws on top of them.
I don't like the claws all that much.
Yeah,
I like her
I don't mind
cape
the hair.
thing.
It's probably more of a dress. I think it's mounted like there. On her hips.
Ah, okay.
She has monster toes. But I like the idea of just because it is. I don't feel like when people say that it's because Burstinatrix is more evil. Which, first of all, don't even bother saying shit like that. I think it's just the idea of reverse it.
Yeah.
Like, they reversed many aspects of Flaming Man. Even the fact that Flaming Man is asymmetrical has been reversed because she is entirely symmetrical.
Yeah.
All right.
And I do prefer symmetry.
Now, back on track as we were, onto the upgraded versions. Shining Flare Wingman, who's got an eclair on his hand. A big yellow and white eclair.
Let's see.
This is obviously Flaming Man plus Sparkman, but
I think if it didn't show the green part and he had like a mask thing, like Sparkman, or it just covered up, it'd look fine. But
the green is obviously just a holdover because obviously Flaming Man's skin is green. So this is just proving you that it's still him. Shining Flare Wingman. Oops. It's not bad.
I actually do quite like it, except for that green part. If it covered up,
I don't like the little red because it makes me think it's a Cyclops.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Alright, well, and now on to Shining Phoenix Enforcer. What the fuck is going on here? He's got more claws. his hair is he's become a Yu-Gi-Oh protagonist.
I don't think the green goes with the silver all that well.
I think I think silver pretty much goes with anything. It's just it's his fucking hair, the hair man.
Yeah.
He's got Broly hair. I don't know. It's just the Archangel wings are alright though. I don't mind them. Although I feel they should go up further because it looks like it's just there's very little actual wing. He is fire type.
Yeah, I get you. Wait, he's a fire type?
He's a fire type, whereas Flare Wingman's a light type.
Ah, I see.
But now we're back to the manga generics, where we have Elemental Hero Escuridao. I probably butchered the way that's supposed to be pronounced, but fuck it. This is a shitpost, so who cares? This is the man made of shadow. It's very edgy and very not actually designed. This is very clearly just meant to be darkness. It's got teeth on its chest.
I was bothered, so...
Yeah,
what was the one before that?
No, the last one was Phoenix Enforcer, you were here. So this is
okay.
This is Escuridao, who is just darkness the man.
Is this Shadow Mist as the fusion material?
Probably, actually. Dragoon 2.0. Yes, he is. It looks like he even has Gable as a hand.
Yeah. I think it's a bit too edgy.
It's a bit too edgy, and he's got too much stuff on his back. Like, if you're gonna go for the lithe, dark creature, kind of make it taller and hunched to fill in space rather than put shit on his back. And now we have the aforementioned upgraded, or rather adult form of Ice Edge, Absolute Zero, who gives me the same impression as a Great Tornado. He's just generally cool ice guy.
Cool body.
Hey, what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
You see, I think that's just a much better design than
his child
Mega
form.
Man Robot Master.
Yeah. And like there's still is the same design in there. It's just because this is the adult form, it's better.
I just think it looks so much better.
Exactly. His pose is dynamic. This is probably one of the best composed pictures the Elemental Heroes has.
Yeah, you're right.
And now we have Elemental Hero Terra Firma, who was the actual signature of Juden in the manga instead. I don't like his face. He has a human face and I don't like it.
Alright, let's see. Is Twitch messing up again?
Maybe.
Oh no, there it is. Oh, that looks like...
He just has
I don't like
small human
when
face.
robots, or like like most of the time when like armor has like a human face.
I feel, but because I like super robots, I run into it a lot. But I feel I know what works and what doesn't work. That doesn't.
Like, I like how Optimus Prime looks, but when he has like the mask off,
the lips.
I don't like the lips.
Which I will point out, in one of the comics, they changed the design to that for one of them. He says, "I don't like having lips."
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I
also,
think...
what the hell are his hips? How does this work?
Top half, it's alright. Bottom half, not so much. Lips, no.
Lips, nose, no. And apparently, core is essentially the inside of him, which is why he's the upgraded form. So.
Ah, I see.
Now we have the fusion of Heat and Lady Heat, Elemental Hero Inferno, who, in my opinion, looks a bit better than the other fire guy, but his mechanics are so much worse.
Oh no.
What
are his mechanics, by the way?
Huh?
What are his mechanics?
If this card battles a water monster, it gains 1000 attack during the damage step. That's it. That's it.
What's that trap card that like changes the type for all the monsters?
Oh, Metamorph? No, not Metamorph. DNA splicing, I think. That might be
That might be it. It's the only thing I can think of that'll actually help out. That's
Yeah.
too specific.
Like, I love, like, it might not be perfect, but I like this design more than the other fire guy, but it's just so much worse.
I think the design is pretty good, but wasted.
Yeah, like, I like the lava hands and the lava inside.
Yeah, I
Which,
like.
first
it
of
too.
all, why doesn't he include Clayman as a material instead then? Why has he got lava? Like, fuck Clayman, I guess. Clayman, the best elemental hero.
I hope that
Why is the
in the
Christmas music
future
playing?
they just
Hang on,
make like
I'm gonna skip
10
on.
link monsters of Clayman.
Retrain Clayman as a link monster.
Yeah.
Christmas music just came on in the royalty free, so let's just skip that.
What?
Yeah.
Reminds me of the time when
Alright. Now we're on
I mentioned on stream.
to another fusion. Elemental Hero Wild Wingman. Which I feel kind of brings the two together and makes a better design. I get like shaman vibes. Not Necroid shaman, but just normal shaman.
I can see what you mean, but I still don't like
I
it
don't-
because it shows his thighs
Yeah,
and look at that bulge.
Yeah, I don't like that bulge. And I don't like
Right.
his pose highlighting it.
He must be showing off.
Like, I feel like this fixes several things wrong with the two components.
You know, I think Alex was onto something. Wild Hearts fusions, he just kills the other person and takes their parts.
Yeah, he's just a savage. And now for the evil alternative of this monster of all monsters, which first of all, why give this one an evil alternate? Like, there's so many other ones that could have gotten one. Whereas evil hero Wild Cyclone, it doesn't look anything like Avian anymore. Is what I have to say about that. And also, it looks
Why
like
does
he's...
he have a tail?
What? I think that's just like the. Do you see the way the feathers are coming out from like under his pants? Kind of. I don't think they're actually coming from under, but I think that's just like hanging down from the back, like a tabard.
I think if the head,
Also,
mask,
8-pack.
and the shoulders were on something else, his own thing,
Hang
I
on,
think it would
no.
actually look
It's a
quite
10-pack. He has a 10-pack.
Jesus.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
How?
How do you have
think-
so much abdomen?
Get rid of all the wild heart parts, make it its own thing. I think it'll be good, like evil hero. That's like a its own thing.
Yeah, a unique evil hero rather than an alternate. Also, why are his
Yeah.
hands so big? Like, the size of his hands compared to everything else. All right, well, let's go find more of these boys. Oh yeah, this is a new fusion. This is Elemental Hero Brave Neos. This is just an upgraded Neos because he's fused with another monster. What do you think? Neos but
I like
more?
it. Neos, but more.
Yeah, I like that.
Neos more.
Although
Big
the,
Neos.
the red under the eyes gives the wrong impression to what it's supposed to be. It's like, oh, evil Neos. Nah.
I don't really see the evil Neos part with the red under his eyes. I see it more as like just kind of
Highlighting.
yeah.
Neos put his makeup on.
I think the shoulders are a bit ridiculous, but I still like them.
Alright, here is a new Elemental Hero monster that isn't from either. Elemental Hero Sunrise. Who looks like he's after doing a dynamic entry and just... He looks like he'd give the Hercule speech kind of thing. He'd talk a big game.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
Also, the shoes.
What are his
The
shoes?
shoes. I don't mind the arm things because it's essentially the same thing as Neo's, but coming from the hand instead.
Mm.
But the shoes.
I like it, but he looks like. Yeah, you're right. He does look like a Hercule character, maybe like a side hero or something.
He looks like he'd be the joke who eventually gets good, but when he's first introduced is a joke.
Yeah,
And also,
I like it, but I think there's a bit too much going on.
the sun on his abdomen. Because, in case you forgot, he had to have something to do with the sun.
Oh no, I forgot his name. Better look at his abdomen.
Exactly. And now, first of all, sunrise. Why is it upside down? Also, now we have, from the movie Bonds Beyond Time, Elemental Hero Neos Knight. whereby I believe Jaden stole one of Yusei's monsters to make this fusion. I don't like it. It's a bit meh.
Kind of reminds me of
Big,
Gaia or like
Big Shield
Gearfried
Gardner.
or something.
I get Big Shield Gardner vibes because obviously he's
I don't
got-
like the hair.
Yeah, the hair messes up. Can't even tell if he has eyes. It's just kind of
No.
meh. Like the thigh armor is too much on top of what Neos already has. What the fuck is this? Is this like two half capes coming from his shoulders? It's just
I don't know what to say about this one. But
it's just
I'm
generally
not
not
a huge
very
fan.
good. Yeah. And now on to Clayman's one bone that he got thrown. Elemental Hero Thunder Giant. It's just like, oh my god, what's happening? That's kind of what it looks like he's doing.
I
Well,
like Thunder Giant's effect, but I
he's-
think he's too.
He's way too top heavy like this.
yeah. It's
Look
like,
at the size
head's
of his
tiny,
waist.
but his fucking chest.
His chest
It's a-
is huge.
Do characters just make up their own cards?
Yes, especially fusion monsters, because like the anime tends to treat fusion cards like they don't actually exist until you fuse the monsters.
So, so you're telling me that Jaden was just being an asshole and just took Yusei's card?
Yeah, like with Heroes with Neos Knight, Jaden wanted to do a play where he fused Neos into something, but the only thing on the field was one of Yusei's warrior monsters, so he just fused it into Neos Knight. But drill
I don't know.
fingers, drill fingers,
Yeah, they're weird.
bendy drill fingers. I still see like Sparkman in there, like he has like the radiator wings, but like small.
Also the visor looking thing.
Yeah, but now we have literally the best thing to come out of Clayman fusions, Lightning Golem, which is officially just a better Thunder Giant in every way, I think. Although I don't like how shiny his body is here.
I don't like how small his head is.
But I feel like by virtue of him being more Clayman, because they reverse the dynamic, obviously,
Yeah.
he isn't human. Clayman has a small head, so this is a machine thing, as its name is Lightning Golem, for God's sakes.
I suppose so, but if the head covered a bit more, I think it would look pretty good.
If they zoomed out, they'd have to make the head big, I think. But the way it's posed here, that gets enough across.
I suppose so.
And he's an upgrade from Sparkman because he only has 3 total Konami orbs. And now, onto Elemental Hero Gaia, who's a machine. He's got Cow Gar's arms.
You mean, oh, this one. Oh yeah, nice.
And
I like this one.
even though they aren't technically the same, I'm going to try and find the
Okay.
evil hero. Because people
Thunder
keep...
Giant was an original, an early season 1 card that was not released for ages.
Yeah, exactly. That's why his effect is so shit.
Oh,
Like, Thunder Golem is, or is it like Lightning Golem is the same effect, but without the limitations that make Thunder Giant bad. That's why he's just better. Alright, let me find.
well, I say.
And so, what did
I
you...
actually quite like Gaia's design.
Yeah, for a manga fusion, this is obviously the generic manga Earth monster. It's quite good. Although we don't exactly get to see his legs very much.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is, but I think I really like it.
And now for something I'm going to address in every single video I've ever seen mentioning these two monsters, specifically Gaia and evil hero Dark Gaia. That is not an alternate monster. You can't convince me that it is just because they both use the word for Earth. Like, it's... I don't think that's
That's like,
Demon Man, first of all.
that's Avion, but
Yeah, it looks like an evil avian, actually, more than anything.
yeah.
But, like, everyone keeps saying, oh, Dark Gaia is an evil hero counterpart to Elemental Hero Gaia. No, he isn't. He's not. It's a different monster with a similar name.
James, Alex meant Mudball Man was the one not released for ages.
Oh, well, Mudball Man's actually, like, the worst. We'll get to him. because you'll see why. So here's Evil Hero Dark Gaia, Devilman. This is.
Yeah.
I like the rocky texture. I don't see that enough.
I think if this was a Dark Avion or something with Clayman,
Yes, actually. Why the fuck haven't they done that?
like I think that makes way more sense.
And make a non-demonic version for the regular hero.
Yeah.
It's silly how they missed so many balls. Alright, now let's catch back up. Now, we already did Wingman. Here we have the fusion between Burstinatrix and Clayman. Burstinatrix killed Clayman and is now wearing him. Rampart Blaster. First of all, that's a gun made for submarines.
Oh, this one. I don't like it.
I don't like it. Where'd the yellow come from?
It's too blocky. But I had like
The tits.
yeah, it's
The tit plate.
it's like Clayman and Burstinatrix
Well, it's
have
like
a daughter.
Man, to me it feels like Burstinatrix just disassembled Clayman and made him into armor for herself. That's the impression I get. Which, this is another one that I feel, why did this one get an Evil Hero counterpart? Fucking trailers. Hang on. Alright. Evil Hero counterpart is Infernal Sniper. Which, there you go. It's a much more solid design. I don't think I like it though.
Yeah, me neither.
Again, with the whipping hair. Is this a fusion monster between Burstinatrix and Shadow Mist?
Shadow Mist if the hair is turning in some way.
Yeah. This one also has a very good effect where if it's face-up defense position on your field, it just deals 1000 damage to your opponent if they... Every standby phase, yeah.
That's really good.
And considering it's a fusion monster, you can put it directly into face-up defense position.
It's really good.
And now we have the fusion between Sparkman and Necroshade. Elemental hero Dark Bright. Who... there's good in there.
I don't think the gold and black really go together.
Gold, black, red, purple, blue, yellow. He's got too many colours. That's
Yeah.
too many. But like, if I was to imagine this in the manga, it would be better because it doesn't have the colours. Like it's a solid design.
It's I.
It's eight.
It's
He definitely has the impression of the fake hero.
Yeah.
Well, now we're on to the one that our good viewer Alex mentioned. Mudball Man is Bubble Man and Clayman.
What was the effect of this one? I remember something.
His
Oh,
effect.
no.
His effect is it must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned other ways. That's it. That's it. No effect. He doesn't even have good attack. He is a defensive monster, which in the 10 seconds after this monster was debuted in the anime was not a good way to play the game anymore. It's just Bubble Man made Clayman fat.
It looks like one of those like cardboard cutouts where people go and put their
Put
face.
their head in Bubble. It's a Clayman fucking cutout board and Bubble Man put his head in.
and Bubble Man.
Yes, that is exactly what Bubble Man is.
What if that's what Clayman is? Just like a little
The little red Spartan man, because he kind of has a Spartan helmet look to his head.
yeah.
And now we have Elemental Hero Necroid Shaman. It's quite far away from regular Wildheart, so I think it's better. He has a hell of anime hair though.
Yeah, he does, but I do prefer it.
It's more solid than the original Wildheart.
I think it's much better.
All of the ropes is a bit much though. Too many ropes.
Yeah.
And now we have what has become
Oh,
a very
I think he's checking out his.
yeah, he's checking. That's not a knife in his other hand. That's a nail file. He's just after filing them a little bit, and he's put the pose to take a look at his nails. But,
Mudball Man was first released in McDonald's promotional cards too.
yeah, that seems alright for a card that shit. Now we have a new monster that is integral to the current way Elemental Heroes play, Elemental Hero Grand Merge, who is essentially Electrum again, but better. And as you can see, it is just all of them. There's Avion in there, there's Persinitrix in there, there's Sparkman in there. No Clayman though. God damn it. I think that's supposed to be a bit of Clayman and Bubbleman.
Why is it 0-0?
Because it gains attack and defense equal to the combined levels of the materials used for its fusion summon. And when it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you contribute it and special summon any Elemental Hero fusion monster from your extra deck. Any Elemental Hero fusion. That includes Divine Neos. That can get Divine Neos out without any of the trouble that makes it shit.
I like it, but I think
it's busy.
The
it's
red
very busy.
and blue. Yeah, it's also very busy. But I think the red and blue kind of don't go together.
It's the Frankenstein thing. Like, it is just a Frankenstein of the original, at least the original 3. I think I see a little bit of Bulbaman and a little bit of Clayman in there. So maybe the original 5. Electrum is another McDonald's promotion, of course. Alright, and now we're on to yet another fucking... Actually, wait, no, this isn't Clayman. It looks like it should be Clayman, but it isn't. Steam Healer, which is Persinitrix and Bubbleman. Which is... What the fuck is this? This is a Roid card that's stuck into the Elemental Heroes.
Oh, fuck. What is that?
This is a submersible in man shape.
This is Clayman if he got a paint job.
It's not even... Clayman isn't even the material for this.
But it has a shape.
Exactly. It defeats Sarah's simple design philosophies. But no, it's Bubbleman and Persinitrix because fire and water make steam. It's not terrible, but it's just, it doesn't feel appropriate.
Yeah.
This is a dumb hero.
I like where it has purple, but
and now
that's it.
We're on the last of the fusion monsters, Elemental Hero Mariner. Bug eyes. Bubbleman and Avion. Avian. Not Avion. And we're getting a Gaviscon ad over our fucking royalty-free music.
Ooh,
Why is he green? Why does he look sickly green?
It's the hook.
The anchors.
Thing, anchor chains.
I was a wimp before Anchor Arms, but now I'm a jerk and everybody loves me. Well, that's the end of that. And now we're going to look at some of the choice Elemental Hero spell cards, because obviously some of them are just text and that means nothing. So here we have Woodsman saving a Dragoon from a dinosaur. His head looks so low in detail here that I feel like he's got like a Ditto face on the other side.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
He's just got like 2 dot eyes. Imagine summoning a 1400 attack monster. Exactly. And here's Avion's special ability, Feather Shot. Which I always don't get the idea. Why do like winged creatures shoot feathers in fiction? That's such a bad thing to do. I never got it.
I like the way it has skyscraper as a background.
Exactly. It also looks like... What way is he posed? He's got like his arms crossed, palms upward.
Stop doing the Gangnam style.
Yeah, it looks like the Gangnam style. Oh no! Avian's special attack is Gangnam style. And now we have Persinitrix posing. It's time for your weekly CPT.
Alright, let's see.
She gives you a look like this. She gives you a look like this. What do you do?
I fucking fuse with Clayman and get the defense.
I'm skipping all the Neos ones because they're very generic. Here's Flying Wingman's attack, Skydive Scorcher. He's just there. Hey, get down. Captain Gold is supposed to stand there. That's Captain Gold standing at the bottom at the elevator. He's like, he better not be there when I'm up there.
What if they're having a staring contest?
They're crossed from two different skyscrapers. Yes, I like this. All right, here's Fifth Hope, which it's just look at the boy. Look at how big he is. I love him. He was never actually that big in the anime.
Oh, it does look like an ensemble cast. I like it.
Also, fucking Bubble Man. Like everyone else is like just not posing, but standing for the photo. Where Bubble Man's like, no, I have to kneel. He looks like Brave and the Bold Batman, but he's acting like a real Batman.
He's acting like Dark Knight Returns Batman.
Year 1 Batman. Alright, and there's Avian's mask. Just being like it is. Do you see what I mean? Like, it's got Jimmy Neutron hair! Oh no! It's inside of it is Jimmy Neutron's hair.
Wait, that was a mask?
That's his mask. Yeah, that's a mask.
Oh my god!
Actually,
I never knew.
I think one of these cards shows the guy changing into his costume. But like, do you see that inside of this is Jimmy Neutron's hair?
Oh, I see it now. Donkey Kong hair.
It's Donkey Kong. And here's
Jimmy Neutron have the same hair.
Here's the heroes uniting. No Bubble Man, because Clayman is best. Which they really are just inconsistent with how big Clayman is.
Yeah. Where's Bubble Man?
He doesn't exist. Oh, here we go. Oh wait, no, this is fake hero. This is just some other guy dressing into a costume. I thought there was one where Avian's changing into his costume. Here's.
Oh yeah, this one.
This is a particularly good one for Neos, so we'll look at this one. Reverse of Neos. It's just,
I like
just good pose.
I like the fake hero one because it's like you walked in, he's trying to change quickly, but
he's not very good at it.
This is just Neos posing.
Yeah, but it's a good pose. I like the pose.
Yeah, I like it, but
here is the best card art: Bubble Shuffle. Bubble Man's attack. This is just bubbles. Why would they even bother?
See. What the hell? That's
it's just bubbles.
That's what you see when you put clothes in the washing machine.
Right. Here we have double hero attack, which is Grand Neos and not Grand Neos. I think it's Magma Neos and Flare Wingman. This is just generally good to show them off, I feel.
Yeah.
It does actually look like they just took the monster arts and layered them over each other, because I think they are both doing this pose in their monster arts.
Wow.
So it's a bit lazy. And now we have the best card in the Elemental Hero archetype. Bubble Illusion.
Neospatian.
Bubble Illusion.
Is that what I think it is? The magic? Yeah,
that's
I knew
Bubble Man wearing a magician's hat and cape. and also jeans. Like it's mostly a magician's costume, but he's still wearing his Bubble Man hat, cowl and gloves and chest piece. This is peak Brave and the Bold. You don't understand, Bubble Boy. I must wear a different costume every time. Wow. I like the way.
This one.
I like you can see his head in all the different bubbles. I imagine just hearing his voice echoed. There's such power in this. Such power in his pose.
This is the best one.
Exactly. Here we have Generation Next. I guess they're all going to heaven because they died or something. I don't know. That's all I get from this. Clayman just looks so empty inside. Or kind of sad.
I like the way Avion has the angel pose or something.
Yeah.
The Stern Trick is just looking back and Clayman's photobombing.
Is that her? What's going on here? Is this a camera?
What's a camera?
Here is fucking Wild Heart's attack. It's Boomerang. Because that's a boomerang on his back, not a sword half the time. Here's Neos, who I feel like is like, hey, look what I can do.
Alright, let's see.
This is just flex. Flex on them. Flex on those nerds.
That is what Eag's doing.
Here's... Let's look at the equip spells, because Elemental Heroes had too many. By which I mean 2. They had Bubble Blaster. This is Bubble Man's exclusive equip spell.
Oh my God.
Why does Batman have a bazooka? Why? Just why though? I don't understand. And Spark Blaster, which, considering Grand Merge is holding this, I think might as well just be included in Sparkman's effect. Just make Sparkman an effect monster, give him this.
Yeah, I think that'd be much better.
And here we have Skyscraper 2 Hero City, which is
We
just
need an elemental hero Mysterio.
Hero City, which is just, they just made Skyscraper again, but better.
It's just that skyscraper, but if it's day.
What's this? Hero counterattack. You turn on, the thugs arrive in the scrapyard and they turn on their lights. He's just like, hey there. He's just there crossing his arms in the scrapyard. He's like, I live here. Go home. Hero Signal. That's a very Batman, obviously, because it's a reference to Batman. Oh, and by the way, Clayman gets a card where he's just fucking punching you in the face. Thankfully.
Alright, let's see this Clayman one. Yeah.
The last thing you see before you get knocked out.
Is he in like a boxer stance or something?
I think less boxing, maybe a little bit closer to karate or some other martial art. Like boxing is elbows up more so than he has.
I guess so.
Terra Firma. I don't even see Terra Firma in the card. Hero Blast, which is just... Sparkman, what were you doing in the ground? What were you doing under there?
I don't know what to say about this one.
He's just... Oh yeah, I was just talking with Clayman in his house. Just like called into action. Broke his roof. And here we have Change of Hero Reflector Ray. Is that Sparkman? I think it's Sparkman. Sparkman in the fucking Smash Ultimate intro. Bush! Dead. Alright, Hero Spirit. That has nothing to do with... Nothing about that art is Elemental Heroes, but it specifically mentions Elemental Heroes. No. And I think this is the last...
Looks like...
Huh?
Looks like someone's about to like...
Jump into the fray.
Yeah.
Here we have the final, I think, art that's even worth looking at. Edge Hammer. Which is obviously Blade Edge's attack. I just like Blade Edge. He's cool.
I like Blade Edge too.
We need yeah. Alright, well, we finished the Elemental Heroes with 20 minutes to spare. I think we can get the Neospatians in.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's get on to them. Oh, yeah. We had Neos Alias, Neos Connector, and I mentioned Neos Connector has an upgraded form, or rather an adult form. In the form of Neos Space Pathfinder. Thin boy. Why is he so thin? It's Neos with the muscles.
He didn't skip leg day.
He didn't skip leg
arm
day.
day.
He skipped arm day. Whereas Neos skips nothing.
Looks like
Okay, and let's get this.
what's that? What's that thing? Speed Racer or something? The helmet.
Yeah, it looks like a bicycle helmet. All right.
Yeah, it does.
Let's get started with the fucking the Spatians. We have Dark Panther. Is just there's a fucking insurance ad. God, I hate the fact that these royalty-free music have ads on. Anyway, Dark Panther.
I know this is Black Panther, but I think
It's just a panther.
cape is
It's just a panther.
it's just a panther.
Oh well. But we also have the most broken thing to come out of this Neospatian Grand Mole, who has apparently just been unlimited to 3 this year.
This fucking one.
This fucking mole. Who'd win? One Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon or one Moley Boy? I mean, there's a lot of furries. Never actually kind of dawned on me how many furries there are in Neospatian.
The mall one, I just.
You alright? Is your microphone alright there, Dennis? It's popping a lot.
Oh.
Why has he got a neck brace? Without it, he's just a mole.
I like the way Mole has like this wide, like open smile.
That's what I hear. And now we have furry again, Neospatian Air Hummingbird, who's this is what happens when Woody the Woodpecker gets serious.
I think it's alright until you see the beak.
Why is his wings white? His wings should be red. I thought he had an interesting effect to actually gain life points, like based on
Wait,
something.
Jaden never used it right?
As in, Jaden didn't use it in the OP way that people used it, because they just used it in the anime. Every now and
what
then.
was the effect?
If this card battles an opponent's monster, that monster returns to the opponent's hand.
Jeez.
So you can just bounce back anything too strong. Alright, and here we have Dolphin Boy, Aqua Dolphin. He's terrible.
This fucking thing.
This
I hate him.
fucking thing. Which, speaking of which, his upgraded form, Neospatial Marine Dolphin, I don't like. He has a little bit of Beatles hair. As you like in the curl. It looks like he's.
Oh, I see it now.
It is better. Like, I do think it's generally better.
I think it's much better, especially the colors. But...
It's a shame that it's a shit monster. But, it's alright. I can't really describe much about these because they are just kind of furries. You can see that it is a dolphin, man. Although this is the one that I think is the best. Neospatian Flare Scarab.
Neospatian Hummingbird is avian without his mask. I don't like this one. It's
What?
the beetle thing.
I like him better than the rest. That's not exactly a high bar. I'm not saying he's exactly brilliant, but out of all of them so far, I think he's the best. Beetleman with a very Zelda-like face. Like, I feel like I'd see that face in a Zelda game.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
And now we have, as the one you mentioned before, Dennis, Neospatian Galomos. This is just moss. I don't know what to say about it.
It's too bright.
It's
But
Mr.
for some reason, I like this one. But I think because I saw this as a fusion material thing where it can transform into any monster, and I didn't know what it actually did.
What this one does, if this card attacks or attacks, your opponent draws one card and shows it. Then based on what it is, you get a different effect. Monster, end of battle phase. Spell, you change it to a direct attack. Or trap, change this card in defense position. It's not very good. But I just realized this monster is the X-Files parody episode of The Simpsons where Mr. Byrne is a weird glowy alien for a while.
Yeah, you're right.
Alright. And this also has an upgraded form. It's one of the only two. Neospatian Twinkle Moss. They gave it tits! I mean, it's
Kind of hot though.
it's just the female form with an electric head.
Yeah.
That's all I can say about it. Alright, well now we're on to the Chrysalis, which are just the baby versions because sell plushies or something? I don't know.
No, don't make me do a Margaret plushie.
As obviously here is the Chrysalis version of the Panther. Pantail is just a cat. And then we have Chrysalis Mole, who looks like a regular mole. He's just a regular mole. He also looks like he doesn't know what's going on. He's like, where am I? Yeah,
All Neospatians except Mole are only good in the anime. Yeah, I figured.
And here's the Chrysalis of Hummingbird. Chrysalis Chicky. Again, these are just normal animals. What does this Chrysalis do?
Mutate.
Yeah, they turn into animal men. And then we have Chrysalis Dolphin. It's a completely different looking dolphin, for fuck's sake. This is so hard. I don't understand why.
That's pink.
Yeah, it's pink. Alright, and this this is a Neospatial monster, I guess. Cross Porter. What? Why is this a Neospace monster? Yeah, why is it in the middle
Are
of
you
the
sure?
chrysalis? Why is it in the middle of the chrysalis? Because then we have a chrysalis larva, which is flame scarab. Yeah, it's a caterpie. He also has like a little bit of a pompadour, and now chrysalis pity, which is actually the cutest thing in here. Let's be honest with ourselves, shall we? And that's it for all of the.
Looks like
What?
like a poltergeist from S&T.
And now we start with the Neospace fusions. Starting with, in reverse order because of how I have to do this. Elemental Hero Glow Neos. Obviously Neos plus Glow Moss. This is your glow in the dark toy. That's exactly what this is.
That is what it is.
Like, it even looks like it glows in the dark. Otherwise, I don't like the dreadlocks. They're a bit
Nah.
Nah, man. Alright, now we have Flare Neos. Very good, I think. I like this one. This is a very good design to me.
Whoa. I didn't even recognize the Neos, but yeah, I think this one looks good.
The most Neos I see is obviously just the faceplate and the fact of its shoulders. Everything else is kind of Flare Scarab. And then we have
I think it's much better.
Aqua
Flame Scarab.
Neos. It's what's the name of the ocean one again? Ocean Man? It's just him, but Neos. Let
Oh
us
yeah, you're
let
right.
us fuse the ocean guy with Neos instead of Aqua Dolphin to make this. Please. And then
I
we
think it
have
looks much better.
and the upgraded form, Marine Neos. You poke your eyes out with his nose. With his head nose. His pose is, you want to go?
He does look like a, yeah, or like Mom says Martian on the Xbox.
And here we have Grand Neos, who's there is no mole features in there. There are no mole features.
That's just Neo's gotta chill.
Neo's got some machine stuff, but instead of a mole, like there's nothing about this as a mole. At least like the other two kept with the actual animal themes. Oh, three. Because now we have Dark Neos. There's barely any panther in there. Which I always like this design. Although I do like the...
It really is just Dark Neos.
Yeah. Neos with clothy wings. And now we have Air Neos. Which again, why did... I mean, I get it, it works better for this design, but hummingbirds shouldn't have white wings. Air Neos. It was...
I think this one's actually good.
Actually, no, this one's ruined for me because I just realized he's wearing sneakers.
Ah.
I just noticed he's wearing
Oh.
sneakers.
Oh.
He's a Sonic character. No. Oh no.
Hummingbird does look like a Sonic character.
Exactly, and the fusion is wearing shoes like a Sonic character. And now we have the first of our triple fusions. Elemental Hero Magma Neos. That's the one that was in the card. That's the fusion of Flare Scarab and Grand Mole. Which is essentially still just the Grand Mole one, but plus a Magma hand. And the worst wings I've ever seen, let's be honest.
Those are like airplane wings.
Airplane wings, but in the card, they're just flat bars. There's no detail at all. It's terrible. Also, they look like they're coming from up inside the shoulder armor.
Yeah, they do.
Storm Neos. I like this one. It looks very... It doesn't look like Neos at all, but I still like it. This is being Air Hummingbird and Aqua Dolphin. It does look like avians in there, actually.
Yeah, it does. Probably the claws. I like the colors.
I like the colours. I like the body piece that is also the headpiece. Obviously, that means you can't actually look around at all, but I still like it. I don't like that you can kind of see his belly button.
Ew.
or his navel. And here we have the new triple fusions they started adding. Elemental Hero Nebula Neos, which is Grand Maul and Dark Panther. This is much better than Magma Neos, in my opinion. And
Yeah, I actually really like this one.
and he even still has Neos' spike. I like it. I like the fact that it is proving that he has both powers, rather than just posing.
I like it. Like it a lot.
Rather than just posing like this one, who was the cover for one of the sets, Chaos Neos. I like it. It's very edgy. This is going back into McFarlane's area, but I like it.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan.
And now, not the final one, but actually no, it is the final one. This is the full fusion of all of them. Although it's only actually for 3 other monsters with different attributes, so it doesn't actually have to be it doesn't have to be specific ones. There's a bit of them all in there. It's again the same thing as Grand Merge, where it's like Frankenstein together.
I can see what you mean.
Although I feel that's against the point of Neos, because like all of these like multi fusions have been like cohesive and like except for this one, except for Magma Neos, they've all been like perfectly fused together.
Yeah,
I feel this
right.
shouldn't be like that. But that's the final Neos space. Any spells of note that we have here? We have the Cocoon Party with the pogging dolphin. Oh, you can barely see Penny in there.
I wish they'd removed the return to deck restriction for the earlier ones. It wasn't needed at the time.
Yeah, it isn't needed now. And now we have Nex, which is just the group pose. Which, God, can they not get the brightness right on glow moths ever? Actually, it looks better on the stream. Like for me, glow moth is almost entirely white, and I can barely see the eyes. Also, why is Grand Maul floating? Grand Maul's just floating. At least I can get the idea the rest of them are standing. And
suppose.
That's a bunch of... Okay, that is Neosphation, I guess, because it includes a Neosphation card in its hand. And now next, where they're all going... it's the group pose, where they're all going forward. Why is Grand Maul always smiling?
Glowmoth looks like...
I don't want to be... she.
Oh,
remember?
Yep.
Take a loss.
Yeah, she. Glowmoth looks like she
just
doesn't have good posture, so she's just like hunched over all the time.
I mean, in the Glowmoth art, it looks like she's barely standing up. Like it looks like she can barely actually hold a form. Well, that's everything for us for now, and we've gotten to the 2-hour mark for this absolute shitpost of a stream. If you enjoyed and joined us, perhaps join us again for when we're actually playing video games when everybody's present. And who knows, if we're desperate, we might do this again one day. And with that,
Probably.
we say goodbye. Don't play Elemental Heroes. It makes you look like a kid.
But it's good, right?
Yeah, it's good. You look